The devotional for today is coming from Psalm 40:16. Be still, and I know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. We are being instructed in this verse to let go, to be quiet, and to be physically and mentally still. But most of us, stillness, silence, serenity are difficult to find. Even when we are able to find it externally, it can still be difficult to cultivate stillness internally. Life is busy, and so are minds. It is not only tough to make the time to be still. It's tough to create stillness in our mind and body. The idea of being still goes against what we naturally and culturally do. Our inclination is to stay on the gas and to go full speed ahead, believing that doing and more or having more make us more complete. Instead, God is telling us here to hit the brakes and be still. If we are busy, being busy, God's voice can be nearly impossible to hear. But the problem is that many times we view being still with God as inactivity. It is critical to our faith to realize that the more we are deliberately still. To be still with God, at least you have more. You hear from God's voice always. The better we recognize God's activity, that sometimes we feel it, the smaller our issues seem. Sometimes we have a lot of problems that we don't know where to get a solution. The bigger God appears, that God, it will appear in your heart that there's God where you can lean on. And the more we follow God's divine purpose for us, instead of us, our own agendas, ideas, and abilities. There are some few questions here that we can ask ourselves. When was the last time you released the pressing issues in your life with God? Another question. When was the last time you relaxed in the presence of God? Can you set aside just a few minutes today to be still before God and listen for His voice? The stillness with God give us comfort, give us understanding how God is important to us. There are so many problems that we encounter every day that sometimes we don't know where to get a solution. But if we have God, we always remember Him. Whatever we're doing, we feel comforted because we have God that always give us some solution. Always remember, wherever you are, whatever problems, how big or small it is, God is always there. Just keep knocking in His door, and He will come to you. This is our devotional for today. Thank you so much. We have to